Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwad and welcome to SellingPower TV. Today we have the great pleasure of meeting with Jamie Crosbie. She's the CEO of Proactivate. Welcome, Jamie.
Thank you so much, Gerhard, to be here with you.
Tell me a little bit about how you've managed to transition into the virtual world of selling and managing.
We are a global company that has been remote for 15 years. So we didn't have a huge transition ourselves. However, for our clients, we absolutely had to help them shift. And really, many of our clients who are, looking for top sales and sales leadership talent had to shift to looking for remote employees and learning to interview and qualify online using other tools that they weren't used to. And for me personally, having to shift to doing keynotes and workshops online virtually, which is much different than being on stage.
What is the secret to a successful keynote? You said you do SKOs. So when you do a keynote, what is that?
Looking at it from a virtual standpoint is really connecting with your audience. And it's more challenging, but I would say that that's the most important thing. And that's where we've just had to shift a little bit in these times. Obviously, doing it virtual, there's other ways to get engagement through technology, just asking, doing polls or asking questions or using the chats or things like that for people to get excited and engaged. And so those are ways to try to connect with the audience. Even more so, I think just being real. I mean, the content that I speak about most often in the area of mindset is more critical now more than ever because people are challenged with mindset in today's environment. So just even shifting to really help people develop in that area that, oftentimes is overlooked. Overcoming limiting beliefs is one of the micro topics within mindset that is resonating more than anything because we have so much coming at us. And sometimes we start falling into those traps of believing the lies that are, that we tell ourselves just in terms of what we can or cannot accomplish or what we can or cannot overcome. And so learning to engage in no limit thinking and flip the script from the limiting beliefs that we start to align ourselves with, just recognizing when it happens and learning to overcome that is something that is of key interest right now. Being able to engage in a peak performance mindset changes the trajectory of success in a sales organization by 38%.
What do you suggest to people that are suffering from anxiety or worry, which obviously lowers their level of confidence?
I really suggest, first of all, just acknowledging it. I think so many times we try just to work against what we are experiencing. And I think acknowledging where it's coming from and that it's real and that it's happening, just to be accepting of ourselves for not always being perfect in terms of our thoughts and our minds and our behaviors really that result from that. But then I would encourage people to take those thoughts captive and learn to engage in positive self-talk management so that they can learn to flip the script. And I think part of that is learning the patterns of when those thoughts come into our mind. But as you know, we can rewire those thoughts. And so learning the ways in which we can rewire them can make us much more effective and allow us to overcome that and to then think differently and be more productive.
How do you use polls effectively when you do a sales kickoff? Give me an example.
Well, one of the poll questions I love is because recently I was doing one where we were talking about how to build a high performance sales organization with a peak performance culture. One of the poll questions was, is mindset a factor that you consider when qualifying top talent? And then, of course, the answer typically is, oh gosh, no, but then they feel that, but we should. And so just, questions like that, or even, having them rate their own mindset. And I think it's really engaging for at least, in terms of getting the feedback as a speaker, getting the feedback from the audience and understanding where they are, because we are missing a lot of the verbal cues and a lot of the energy in the room. So there are other ways we can virtually engage in that and have conversations and chats and polls and things like that. But it's important, just as important for them to feel the connection as it is for me as the speaker to really be able to dial in to them.
So Jamie, how can people get in touch with you?
They can go to proactivate.net if they need help finding top sales or sales leadership talent or marketing talent, any talent that supports revenue generation up to the C-level. And Jamie Crosbie, which is IECROSBIE.com for more information on speaking. There will be a speaker's reel as well as one sheet on various speaking topics. So if you need help at all building a strong team for 2021 in regard to talent, revenue generating talent, we would love to help. And certainly maximizing the performance of your sales organizations by building a peak performance sales organization is an area of which I would love to speak to your organization, do a keynote or a workshop. So feel free to reach out if we can add value.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you so much, Gerhard. It was a pleasure. Great to see you.